Yeah, last one forward is Ardisia for this Harry's $500,000 by Goffs. Straight 6 furlongs, big field, wide across the course, all hoping to gain this part as they break away from the stalls. Out very well was Tade, and is the early pacemaker, with over on the far side Cosmic Clarence. Also in that far side group is Rakeb, Kotai Bell in company as well, just behind them with Golden Brown. Up the centre of the racecourse, the grey is Game Striker, right up with the pace. The red cap of Saffron Dandy, orange cap Song of the Clyde, Anthelia's in that group with Boston Dan. They're being followed through by Frontline Fury. A Magician of Riga's at the back of that group. Ardisia 2/3 the way back through them with Astrazar Deluded, and also over to the far side Peroda Diva. The near side trio, they are currently a little bit off the pace. They're headed by Ricky Tiki Tavi with Karma Chameleon and Diamond Alexander. So Tade on the front end, trying to give in second place a lead into Golden Brown. Rakeb pushed along in the green sleeves, then towards the outside Song of the Clyde. Tade continues to lead, trying to get on the leader's wheel. Rakeb can't breach the gap at the moment. Song of the Clyde doing better with Boston Dan at a big price. Then Ardisia, Song of the Clyde's taken over. Boston Dan in second place. Golden Brown towards the inside, and Tade and Ardisia continues to stay on. Inside the last, Song of the Clyde trying to repel Boston Dan on the run towards the line. Song of the Clyde hanging tough out in front. Song of the Clyde, Rossa Ryan, Clyde Cox wins this race again. Boston Dan, huge run second. Ardisia just behind those. We had Anthelia in company, I think, with Astrazar. Tade faded out of things, so did Rakeb, as they didn't last home. Calm Chameleon from Frontline Fury, and all the way back to Renovatio Angel. Song of the Clyde has beaten Boston Dan. Ardisia third. Tight for fourth, I think it was just Astrazar ahead of Anthelia. That's going to be confirmed. Astrazar fourth, Anthelia fifth. Then behind these, Golden Brown. Karma Chameleon in photo then for 7th and 8th with Frontline Fury. Rakeb Tade just went a bit hard, couldn't see it home. Song of the Clyde, good paddock pick there, was second to Igoli. Last time out, that horse runs tomorrow, I think, in the Gimcrack. Rossa Ryan, and again, a big pot for Clyde Cox.
And he's done it 3 years in a row. Take a bow, Clive Cox, who won the Goffs sales race here in 2023. He won it in 2024. He's pulled off the hat-trick in 2025 with this horse, Song of the Clyde, in the Midland Park colours. What a day for syndicates already, banging in the first 2 winners. Rossa Ryan rode the winner for Clyde last year, and Jason, he's done it again.
Yeah, and Rossa just finding a nice path from where he was in stall number 10. There was a funny sort of race, wasn't it? Open early on. I thought, oh, they're going to be 3 groups, but then the biggest batch in the centre decided to go left-handed. Rossa's been able to get an untroubled passage all the way through. I couldn't see too many hard luck stories in behind, and as Richard was saying, Tade at the top with that £7 penalty for the pattern win, tried to ping along, and he's come up for air.
It must have been so difficult for the jockeys, though, that were drawn wider, as to whether or not to just bite the bullet and go over. And I think it's quite obvious, isn't it, that the pace seems to be all kind of working over towards the far side of the track.
Pace and also penetrometer, the readings suggest that it is firmer over on the far side, and firmer ground means quicker ground, means easier to get through. So essentially that's why they are heading that way. Got to confess, I had my eyes on the second, Boston Dan, who I sold the mare in foal to this one. And he's just gone and he's just gone and won £138,000. Anyway, congratulations to the winner, Song of the Clyde. You guys found it, and a third winner for Clive Cox in 3 years.
Second's run really well, though, Francesca, in the colours of Ryan Kent. Machine Or for Richard Fahey, who's got a good record in this race as well. He's gone close once more. He's won it a couple of times. But that, as a training achievement in a competitive race like this, to win it 3 years in a row is quite something.
Yeah, that, and also, Francesca, because you are our linguist, you can just say his name again. The sire,
Sergei Prokofiev.
Yes, well, he stands, I can, but I normally butcher it. 8,000 he stands for at the moment, a Whitesbury Manor stud. You remember him, he was a $1.1 million purchase himself, a real big, solid individual. He's throwing a few in the stallion shed.
And the Harpers are here this week. Vanna Gray leading the way still, went close in our first race actually. Had the second and third and took a gamble on. I think we can just call him Sergei. Our record when he was on the track, as we butchered him on a weekly basis, Jason.
I think he'd be represented by a live contender in the Nunthorpe tomorrow, obviously, Arizona Blaze, so things going great for Whitesbury.
What a team in this race, though. Clive Cox and nearest you, Ollie, Rossa Ryan.
Sure is. They did it last year, but diligently going out to ride for Clive Cox in this race must fill you with confidence, Rossa.
Absolutely. he's trained this horse to the minute, and yeah, he was the perfect candidate to come here. I jumped, got in a great rhythm, and was able to take a breather before the 2 full. And he's definitely a horse. He's plenty of size and scope. He'll get better with time, so it's great.
When you saw that form with a goalie as well, you must have thought this is rock solid form for this race.
Absolutely, and that's kind of why I was giving Kevin Rhines a shout, but it was drawn probably the wrong side. So things are kind of perfectly in the pipeline for a goalie tomorrow. Nice draw, so yeah, we'll enjoy this one and keep going.
A lot of money as well, Ross.
Yeah, I know, and they've upped it from last year. It's great. This is what owners need, and everyone, and like, this is a syndicate horse, and everyone's going to enjoy this. A big day at York, and it's brilliant.
Yeah, well done.
Thanks.